Hi there, it's Anna Otto. This is an activity that I developed many years ago for my child and human development students. It's meant to give you a brief introduction to content that we will cover this semester. It also highlights some important features of the field. Let's start with a very brief review of content from the first part of the chapter. Hopefully you've already read the relevant parts of the text and watched the videos that I've provided. As you've learned, child development is a field of study devoted to examining change and constancy throughout childhood. This begins with conception and continues through adolescence. For ease of study, researchers typically divide child development into 5 age periods, as illustrated on this slide, and as was discussed in our text and in earlier videos. Each age has tasks that are typically associated with it. The slide provides a quick reminder of some of the major changes for each of the age periods. The prenatal period is the fastest period of growth in the lifespan, as the new life grows from a one-celled organism to an autonomous individual. The period of infancy and toddlerhood from birth to 2 years sees dramatic changes in the body and brain. This is when children learn to walk and talk. The years from 2 to 6 or early childhood are sometimes called the play years, as children learn through play. In middle childhood, children in the U.S. and similar countries spend time in formal schooling. Hence, this period is sometimes called the school years or the primary years. The final period of childhood, adolescence, includes the years from 11 to 18. This is when puberty leads to an adult-sized body and sexual maturity. When information is presented in this manner, so when it's organized by age, we say that it is chronological. Our texts in our class are organized chronologically. Personally, when I think of humans and their development, I think of it in a chronological way too. Another way researchers organize developmental information is to break it down into the 3 major domains: physical, cognitive, and emotional and social. The physical domain includes changes in body, health, and nutrition, and perceptual and motor skills development. Cognitive development covers intellectual ability, such as thinking and learning skills. Emotional and social development includes interpersonal and intrapersonal development, so the understanding of self and relationships to others. Some texts and courses look at development through the lens of these broad areas. These are said to be topically organized. For this semester, we will explore development in each domain within each of the age periods. This activity has you consider development in each age period and each domain within each age period. You're provided with 24 statements about characteristics and behaviors during the lifespan. Your task will be to organize these statements on the grid provided, placing one statement on each of the 24 cells on the grid. There's a best place for each piece, so in the end, each statement should describe the age period and domain for the grid cell in which it is placed. Through the course Canvas page, you can either link to an online version of the activity or a PDF version. Once you have accessed the activity in your chosen format, online or PDF, you need to place the statements. In the online version, you simply drag the statements to their proper place. With the PDF version, you can cut and paste the pieces, literally using scissors, or you can write the answers onto the board. Either way, you are doing what is illustrated on this slide. Read through the statements and choose one to place onto the board. Here I choose the statement, physical growth is the most rapid in the lifespan. This fits into the cell for prenatal development in the physical domain. Simple, right? Now place the other 23 statements. Before you go off and try the activity on your own, I wanted to give you a quick demonstration of what to expect with the online version. If this does not work for you, or if you prefer not to complete the activity online, you can access the PDF version through Canvas. Okay, now that we're at the site, you'll notice that this is a view-only file. This means that you need to save your own copy in order to complete the activity. It's necessary to make your own copies so that students who come after you will have a fresh activity board too. The first thing you need to do is log into Google. I suggest using your Los Rios account. Once you're logged in, create your own copy of the activity by coming up to File and Make Copy. Now you're ready to complete the activity. Read through the statements and choose the one that you want to move. To demonstrate, here's the one that we looked at already. This one here, physical growth is the most rapid of the lifespan. Now just click, then you can drag and drop it into place. So up here to prenatal, conception, to birth, and the domain of physical development. So you're ready to complete the rest of the activity on your own. I suggest you try your best and then review the answers and discussion video after you've either placed all the statements or tried for at least 10 minutes, whichever comes first. And for those of you who might be interested, here are the attributions for the Goofy clip art images I had earlier in this presentation. I look forward to sharing more information about this activity with you in about 10 minutes.